You guys should be joining us in a second. Just wait for all you guys to jump on. Welcome everyone to 100% LCFC. I'm Lee Chapman, finally back on Wednesday nights. International break, it's a bit boring. I gotta tell you, I'm getting a bit bored about Leicester. I really need my fix. It's getting ridiculous. But Leicester go to Old Trafford at the weekend, 3 o'clock, Old Trafford away. Very poor, it's a very poor record there. I think only one win in, is it 1997? So let's just see who you got, who's jumped on. Leslie Gill's watching Grace, also joining us. Stuart Charles is here. Jordan Williams, the usual Jordan's here. I bet he's already been out somewhere at a gig. David Gavin, hello. The Island Fox in the house. Stuart Charles, Sean Colpin. There's loads of you jumping in now. Hey up, Chapper says Gray. Hey Leslie, hi. Hello, hope you're well. Jordan, you're well, mate. Sean, we got 80 mil for Harry. I know it was a terrible game for him last night. He was slow, lost the ball quite a bit. It was out of position, and that bad tackle that he made to do the penalty, to give the penalty away. Oh my God! Surely, a man of his experience, you would not have slid in, right? 80 million. I am sold. I'm glad we got 80 million for him. Great player. I think we are missing him up top at set pieces, with his massive head to aim for. We haven't got an aerial threat at set pieces, and I think we need to work on that. So that's one worry. But at the back, we are quite solid with Johnny Evans and Soyuncu, to be quite honest with you. And I can't see that changing. I think we're going to be quite solid at the back. Anthony Martial's got some decent goals for Man United this season. If you haven't seen them, you want to check them out. So I am a little bit worried maybe of Johnny Evans, because you don't know, Johnny Evans has got Man United in his heart, so maybe he won't go all out at Old Trafford. I don't know. I hope he does, but you just don't know, do you? Let's just jump back on and see who you guys jumped in. Like Stuart C, same thing. We got 80 million for Harry. I know, it's mad, isn't it? Hi Sharon, hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good. Just busy and bored. International break. Amanda, hello Amanda, hope you're well. Jim Mills is here, and no longer the IB for Fox. He's now just a Leicester Fox like the rest of us. Vardy going to run rings around Slabhead. It's going to be funny 3-1 City. I said 2-1, but it's going to be funny if Vardy does burn past Harry Maguire. I know you see I'm just going to keep replaying it over and over on Match of the Day, I swear to God. Oh dear. The memes are going to come out of it as well from the Leicester fans. It's going to be great. Chapo, hello from Isle of Wight. Never been Isle of Wight, Scott, whatsoever like that. I bet it's nice. Yeah, well, I wouldn't know, but I bet it's nice. Glenn, time for a win. I think it's time to break the bad record that we've got, to be honest with you. It's like I say, I think there's 26 games between the sides. I've got no stats, look, I'm not cheating. 26 games, I think it is, 17 losses, 2 wins and the rest are draws. I believe that's the stat. I think the win was in Old Trafford in 97. I think, was it a Paul Dickoff goal, Tony Cottee goal? Help me out here, guys. And I was only a kid. I was 9, I think. And the 5-3 hit down here. That's it. All those years, we've got 2 wins against them. It's shocking. We need to change that big time. And I feel like we're going to win. I feel like we're going to beat them. I think we're good enough to beat them with Tielemans and Maddison. Let's talk about Maddison anyway. Why has Gareth Southgate had Maddison on his radar for 12 months to do with the England team, and he gets proper call-up, gets taken to games to keep the bench warm, and doesn't get used, and instead uses Mount over Maddison? Maddison's... I'm going to try my best here with what I remember. Maddison's at Leicester City. He's got something stupid like 9 goals, 8 assists... 83% passing accuracy, James Maddison. 100 and something chances created at Leicester so far, 110 chances created, something stupid stat since joining Leicester City. I don't understand why he didn't get a game. I really don't get it. He's a free kick specialist. Old Madders, he's got a lot of free kicks behind him, goals as well. That makes sense to me. Let's read your comments and see what you think. Never change a winning team, says Scott. Hi Lee, how did Filbert do with the bike from here to Skegness then back to Leicester? I've seen it get to Skeggy, but I'm not sure. I've not seen the updates about getting it back to Leicester. Oh, Kieran, a very long friend, old friend of mine. Kieran's here. I hope you're well, mate. How's your lad? Last gig was Sergio in Birmingham last Saturday, says Jordan. Oh man, you're an animal, Jordan. You're an absolute animal. Great. Evans will go out. He's a fox now. I hope he does go all out, but I'm just a little bit worried that he's got a bit of United left in him. And he won't go all in or all out. I don't know. What did I see? Something funny. That's right. It's Vincent Kompany's thing, isn't it? Man City's Vincent Kompany's testimonial tonight, and he's injured. He's not playing his own testimonial. That's insane. Speaking of testimonials, I think it's about time we get Andy King had one, right? It's got to be due one, surely. So let's maybe start pestering Leicester City Football Club online on Twitter and Facebook and stuff and saying Andy King testimonial. I think that should be the next movement 100% LCFC should make, as push a Andy King testimonial. How are you doing, Jim? I'm good, mate. I'm very good, thank you. Right, 2-1 to the City, says John. 3-1, says Scott. I said 2-1. Andy Meadows has joined in. I said 2-1. Stuart said it's completed. It was in the Mercury, so there you go. That's the Filbert Fox's trip to Skeggy and back. I seen him get to Skeggy, but I didn't see the return trip. Don't forget, Harry knows our team well. I think we will win 2-1. He does know our team well, and he looked like he was well connected with Ben Chilwell last night. I wasn't keen on that, but it is what it is. I just don't want whispers going in the ears, you know. But right now, I'm afraid to say it, but Leicester is on a shopping list of the bigger boys. I'm telling you, a bit worried. Speaking to some Man United fans earlier today on the podcast that I'm making for you guys tomorrow. That should be out tomorrow. Just editing it up, and they like the looks of Madders. They want to sign Madders up. They like Ndidi as well, and they see no reason why Jamie Vardy shouldn't have signed for someone like Man United as well. But I just mentioned about loyalty. Loyalty is sometimes more important, and that's what Vards wasn't he? It's all about loyalty. Gray Richardson says, Madders is going to be eager to get out there and show that Southgate knob what a mistake he made leaving him out, but I'm glad he left him out, to be honest. There's if he played for England, get some few more caps and got some games for England, it ups the price as well for us, because at the end of the day, I don't think he's the sort of guy that's going to hang around either. Just like some of the others, I don't think he's going to hang around. I think he's going to be another key player that we're going to sell on for a lot of money, maybe in a year or two. Let's have a look at you guys. Where's Chavez been, says Jordan. I've been working, mate, an international break. Not a lot to talk about, is there, on here? So what's the point? There isn't. Southgate don't want to play our players, so there's not a lot to talk about on Wednesday nights. Friday will run Maguire to the ground. I hope so, Andy. I hope so. 98, Tony Cottee. There you go. So 97-98 season, I think. A Tony Cottee goal. Manchester United's Old Trafford. Was that 1-0? I think it was a dirty 1-0 game, wasn't it? Update me on the score on that one. I'm sure it was. Jordan Mrs. has had him doing the ironing. Because Mount supposedly plays for a big club, mate. Oh yeah, there is that in there, the big club syndrome thing. Yeah. You're right. No, seriously. Taking the mick, but you're right. If Madders was part of even maybe Everton or Liverpool or something, and even sat on the bench, he'd still get picked. It's ridiculous. You think he's saving him, says Sean. Who knows? Joanne Astley is watching. Philbert got back fine on the bus. Phil says that Philbert come back on the bus. Have you got any proof in that? Sean Sossens, good evening, Sean. Long time no see, Daz. Yeah, and you, mate. Simon has joined in. Hello. Carlos, Andy Meadows. Can't understand how Chamberlain got a game he hasn't played since Colour TV was invented. I'm going to steal that one, Andy. That was good. Leicester 4-1. Jeez. Okay, I'm not going to go. I'm confident, but 4-1? No. Why Madders didn't start is beyond me. Exactly. We're all saying the same thing. We're all saying the same thing. I could read you guys out all day. Higher from the USA, says Karen, and City 4, Man United 2. Everyone's positive. There's not one person that's gone for a draw or a loss. Oh, hang on. David Gavin says Maddison and Vardy will turn on the quality Saturday. Then United will put an offer in for Maddison. 3-2 to us, he says. There you go. I think Maddison is destined to go Man United. I have no idea why I said that. I have no idea why I think that, but I think he is. That's it. So, put on Matty James. Oh dear, he's done, isn't he? He's dusted, done and dusted. Injured again, done and dusted. I think we should just see you later. I think Matty James, to be honest, probably a good player, but he's completely injury prone. It's got to go. It's got to go, guys. We will be the team that results in Ollie's sacking. Hey, we've been the team to get Jose Mourinho the sack before, haven't we? I'm going Leicester 2-1. Ooh, another away day. Oh, mate, you're going, are you? Send some pics in, Jordan. Send some pics in and get them up on the Versailles mosaic that James Harlow for 100% is making, which has been backed by the club, by the way, if you guys don't know. Phil and James had a meeting with the Leicester City Football Club and they are backing our mosaic idea. Well, James Harlow's idea, really. City 2-0, Vardy and Tiller missed a score. So, yeah, that mosaic, by the way. Get your photos into 100% LCFC in your Leicester kits, family, wherever you are, in your Leicester stuff, at the ground, whatever it is. Send them in and they will be put into the mosaic of the Shy face, basically, making a big, massive, great big thing. All out of you guys that will make the Shy's face. So, send those in. Are we ever going to build on what we already have if we keep selling our best players, says Carl. I think we already are building, Carl. When you think where we were when we came up to what we have now, we're buying players for £40 million. We're selling players for 80 million. We have investments in the extension of the ground. We have investments of the £100 million state-of-the-art training facilities that are in place. And we've got a very well-respected manager as well at the minute. Ambitions are high. I don't see... sometimes you've got to look just a little bit further ahead of the road. And I think that's what Leicester are doing right now as a whole. It doesn't have to be about the now all the time. I was worried that it was going to lose Maguire, and I was worried we're going to lose Ndidi as well, to be honest with you, and a few other players. But as long as we've got more coming through, like Chowdhury's now going to be a staple in the squad. Harvey Barnes is now another player staple in the squad, which went out on loan to learn his craft, and he got brought back in. You've got to have faith in what the club are doing and what they're about. Clearly, they know they have a plan in process, and I believe, keep the faith. VAR is great at the minute, says Sean. Lee, shout out Tane Scott. He's Newcastle's biggest Leicester fan. I'm not sure who that is. Dearie me. Can we ever go 2-1 Leicester? Only because we will show them too much respect, else 3 or to 4-1. Wow. Honestly, if we play the way we did against Chelsea, one of the bigger boys, where we didn't look so great in the first 20, but then the rest of the game, I think we should have really smashed them, to be honest. I think if we play like that second half against Chelsea, where we should have scored loads of goals, I think we will smash United, to be honest. But there's always that stigma of the bad record. Cotty 97-98 was the last win at Old Trafford, you see. And I've already spoke about this. The score was 1-0, attendance was 50, 5,000 before the extension on January the 31st, 98. Time to do it again. That's over 20 years. That's over 20 years. That's 22 years nearly. We've got to break that bad record at Old Trafford. Even when we won the league, we drew, didn't we? It was it the Wes Morgan header, I think it was, that made it 1-1. And then I think it was the following night that Chelsea and Spurs and the 2-2 and we win the league. I'm sure it was. My memory's not great these days. Let's have another read of your comments. He's a Newcastle fan but loves coming to watch Leicester. He's always down the KP. We just got to come out the blocks like we did second half against Chelsea. You see, Gray Richardson's just exactly what I just said. Exactly spot on what I said about Leicester against Chelsea. If Leicester can do that in the second half against Chelsea, if we can do that against Man United, I think we will win. Future looks very promising. Top 4 or 6 finish this season. High-tech new training ground, stadiums expansion, and we might have a better food served in the concourse. Some of us don't even go to the concourse for food, Joanne's. No, so feel yourself lucky. Generally don't fare United on current form. Both teams think we can beat them 2-1. Saw you posting letters at Walker's factory this morning. Depeche Mystery. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I was, yeah. That's the job I'm on this week. So random. Oh, yeah. So, let me just... I want your opinions. Wilfred Ndidi. Right now, right, at Leicester, when you go to the games, you get to watch 90 minutes of Leicester City Football Club. People outside that don't support Leicester, they don't see the 90 minutes, like we don't see theirs. I think, at the minute, Wilfred Ndidi has been performing better than N'Golo Kante was when we won the league that season. I think he's now starting to perform better overall than N'Golo Kante. Am I on drugs? That's the question. Am I back shit crazy or what? Because I think he is, but I want to know if you guys are as deluded as me, or am I actually seeing what I think I'm seeing? When you score last week, do it as Man U. When you score last week, do it as Man U. I'm not sure what that means, mate. Leon Dunn is watching, and Sean says that I'm not sure what. I think you guys are talking to yourselves to be. No, I go for the beer, Lee, says Jordan. There you go. You see. But yeah, like I said, guys, I had a good chat with some United fans today, which will be out on a podcast tomorrow. That goes out on our 100% LCFC's podcast channels on SoundCloud, or if you've got an iPhone on podcasts, on Apple Podcasts. So search for 100 LCFC and you'll find that. I will get it edited as soon as possible and get that posted as soon as I can. It's quite a good little listen, good chat with the lads. And yeah, it was good. Right, my prediction's 2-1. You guys have all got your predictions in. I think who's up next? I think it's James Harlow and Neil. I think are doing the the boot room. I think either tomorrow night or Friday night. So tune in tomorrow evening or Friday. I'm not sure. I really don't know the times. I have not spoke to the fellas at all for a couple of days now. You're on drugs, chappers, says Phil. There you go. Not really on drugs, but maybe a. I think he's better than Kante. There you go. You're all jumping on. N'Golo Kante was a different level to Ndidi. Kante is world class. I miss the guy. Love to see him play for Chelsea and France. He's a great player, mate. He was absolutely fantastic. But I do also think it was one season, and he's not been great this season, to be honest. I don't know, but I think Ndidi's getting good. Right, that's enough from me, guys. I hope you all enjoy the content. Enjoy the 100% LCFC profile on Facebook and Twitter. Follow us on Twitter as well. Always posting up content all day, trying to keep up with the news. It's difficult. So thanks for liking, thanks for sharing, and give me a follow on Twitter. I'm on Twitter as well at Leon_Chappy. I'll see you at the. I won't see you at the ground because it's a bloody away game. So I'll see you at the following game, 12:30. Oh, by the way, just before I go, I did do the the Manchester United versus Leicester City on the Premier League productions. So I did a video, it's a pre-show, during obviously their shows all over, wherever it is, so TSN, NSBC, worldwide network coverage. I think I'm also out on Sky Sports on the early game before the Man United Leicester game, so the lunchtime kickoff on Saturday. I think I'm just at the end of that, around 2:30. I'm on there, so check that out. Just talking BS about Leicester, really, at Old Trafford, that is. I recorded that last week, so give that one a check out as well. See you guys, see you later.